to Germany. Let's get in touch with Germany. Our friend who is following the elections in Germany is Suhaila Demir, the news director at Harbour Global. Suhaila, we are tracking the elections with you. I have detailed questions for that. Currently, no party has achieved a majority, meaning they have not reached the majority needed to form a government. The Christian Democratic Union Party emerged victorious in the polls, securing a solid 29% of the votes. The far-right group, which has received substantial backing from Elon Musk, is in second place with 20% of the vote. Now, especially in Mersin, the discourse is about Mersin as the candidate for prime minister. It has targeted Elon Musk and Moscow. It has likened Washington to Moscow. Right now, it claims that the interventions from Washington are historically comparable. The Moscow interventions are not less severe than those from Washington. I will ask this with a particular message. But first, Mersin needs to create a government. What are the chances of a coalition? What does the future hold? First, listen to that.
Indeed, in Germany, a scenario has appeared that alleviates some of the fears that were anticipated. If we exclude the far right, there are only coalition scenarios to discuss. Because, just like in the traffic light coalition, while it was thought that a three-party coalition would emerge, it was observed that two parties secured the majority. We saw that they are in a position to form a government. And this is actually a form of coalition that has influenced German politics for years. In other words, it is a typical scenario where the Christian Democrats are one partner and the Social Democrats are the other, referred to as a grand coalition. Now, for this reason, the sleeves will be rolled up, and Merz wants to establish the government without wasting any time, without prolonging the political instability in Germany. A timeline has also been set. They said by Easter, meaning they want to establish this government within about 2 months without any delays. But of course, both sides need to make concessions because there are points of divergence, especially the Social Democrats. Although they claimed just days before the elections that they think the same as the Christian Democrats and support control over immigration, there are also points where they disagree in this regard. Thus, this is the option we have. However, there is also the AFD, which has indeed come out stronger from the elections, and they are in a victorious spirit. Because they demonstrated a success like doubling their votes and ratios. Look, they even surpassed the Social Democrats, about 4 points. Now, while this was happening, there were also statements of support coming from the United States to the AFD before the election. Both Scholz and Merchant Yücel evaluated this. As Mr. Urtes Erdogan pointed out, they nearly equated it with Russia. During the elections, news emerged here that Russia was conducting 15 or 16 operations of Borda Pertina. Interference in the elections occurred again, either via social media or through other means. But we saw that the United States was trying to do this not just with its own troll army, but also with its most influential individuals. Vance said, "You cannot silence the AFD, do not apply censorship." He practically shook all political parties in Germany by saying, "Do not contradict your own values." On the other hand, he did shake them. On the other hand, Elon Musk also stated that under Alice Weidel's leadership, the AFD could only save Germany. In fact, he even called Weidel to congratulate her. Because the AFD leader said this morning when I woke up, I saw missed calls, and one of them was from Elon Musk himself, who called to congratulate me, but we couldn't talk. In other words, Elon Musk continues to openly support the AFD and expresses his desires quite clearly. Now, let's talk about how this was reflected in the voting and its impact on US-Germany relations. Polls indicate that Elon Musk's and Vance's comments have had no effect on AFD voters whatsoever. Voters still supported the AFD despite Elon Musk's comments. Alternatively, AFD didn't lose votes from protest votes because Elon Musk took part in the elections in both America and Germany. There was no effect. They explain it like this: neither Trump nor Elon Musk nor Vance are that popular in Germany. Therefore, since they are not popular, they don't have a direct impact on the elections. But what happened? The AFD gained a significant advantage directly from these support statements coming from America, as it is a pariah party. Look, it's a pariah party in Germany. No political party is openly willing to cooperate with the AFD. The Christian Democrats, led by Merz, cooperated indirectly on a proposal. While this is described as a flirtation, they lack the willingness to collaborate with you when we establish a coalition or push through a legislative proposal. This is called a firewall strategy in European politics. This is a situation that arose post-World War II, created to stop the far right from impacting politics and seizing power. Mechanism. But while this is the case, the world's richest person, technology billionaire Trump's right-hand man, even referred to as America's shadow president Elon Musk? What happened when he said only the AFD can save Germany? The AFD stepped a bit beyond this marginalization. Its confidence increased. This happiness has become a state. Its strategy is in the field. Let's say it has gained an advantage that enables it to be more prominent and to shed some of its blemishes. This was indeed a position that traditional and mainstream parties in Germany found very unsettling, similar to their allies in the United States, whom they did not anticipate or desire, and they were not pleased with. What will Merz do then? Will he seek revenge? Will he challenge Trump? Honestly, when you read about Merz in the German press, you might see him as somewhat of an admirer of America. As a result, it might find itself in a more favorable position when negotiating with Trump. However, we understand that Merz's strategy is to achieve independence for Germany and Europe from America, while boosting defense production and so on. It will focus on increasing Europe's weight in this regard. This is not an anti-Trump policy. Rather, it aligns with what Trump wants and expects from Europe. Thus, we shouldn't anticipate major conflicts. However, Merz is accurately reading Trump's alerts for Europe.
We will observe actions taken in a similar vein, almost defiantly, between Berlin and Washington. Thanks a lot. That news was very important. Global Foreign News Director Suhaila Demir.